Have you ever stopped to think why a blue square on a screen is worth millions, while your childhood drawing, which was way better, is tucked away in a drawer? What makes a dumb piece of art turn into gold in the hands of billionaires? Get ready to unravel this mystery and understand how the rich turn what seems like nonsense into fortunes. And if you want to demystify the investment world and stop losing money to the bank, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with that friend who insists art is only for those with good taste or lots of money. What's behind the artistic gold? It seems counterintuitive, right? But the truth is that for billionaires, many of these works aren't just art. They're financial assets, a sophisticated form of investment. And here's the trick: they don't invest in just anything. They understand the art market, which works in a very peculiar way. And for you to grasp how that's possible, let's start unraveling what's really behind this billionaire gold. The two roads billionaires take in art. To demystify it, let's use a simple analogy. Think of art as an exclusive club. Not just anyone gets in, and the rules are a bit different. There are two main paths billionaires use to turn art into fortunes, and they look a lot like investment funds you might already know, but dressed up in art. 1. Art as a direct asset. The personal art fund. Imagine you're a billionaire and you decide to buy a piece of art directly. Like, you go and bid millions for a painting by a renowned artist. That's like having your own art fund. Pros: insane potential for appreciation. If you pick the right artist at the right moment, the value can skyrocket. Think of artists who are now worth billions but were once considered crazy by the public. That banana taped to the wall, for instance, sold for a fortune because the artist was already known and controversial. Portfolio diversification. For a billionaire, art is a way to not put all the eggs in one basket. If the stock market is down, maybe the art market is booming. Prestige and status. Let's not lie, owning a valuable art collection is a strong calling card in the circles of the ultra-wealthy. It's a kind of status money alone doesn't buy. Cons: very high initial capital. You need a lot of money to start. We're talking millions, sometimes billions, to get in the game. Requires deep knowledge. It's not about buying what looks nice. You need to understand art history, market trends, authenticity. It's practically a postgraduate course. Low liquidity. It's not like selling a stock. Selling a piece of art can take months, years, or even decades, depending on value and demand. Maintenance costs, insurance, transportation, specialized storage, all of this costs money, and not a small amount. 2. Art investment funds. The shared art club. Now, imagine you don't have millions lying around to buy a Picasso on your own. But you want in. That's where art investment funds come in. They work like a luxury condo. Several people pool money to buy artworks. It's like buying a share of that condo. Pros: relatively accessible, though it still requires solid capital. The entry cost is much lower than buying an artwork outright. Professional management. You don't need to be an art expert. The fund managers act as curators and dealers of your money, seeking the best opportunities. Internal diversification. The fund invests in various works from different artists and periods, spreading risk if one doesn't appreciate as expected. Cons: management fees. Like any fund, you pay a percentage to the managers. And these fees can be steep. Less control and liquidity, you don't choose the works, and cashing out may take time, depending on the fund's rules. Less glamour, you don't have the artwork on your wall to impress your friends. It's a purely financial investment without the status of direct ownership. Comparison chart and which to choose. To make it even clearer, here's a comparison chart. Feature vertical bar art as direct asset, vertical bar art investment fund, initial capital vertical bar very high, millions billions, vertical bar high, hundreds of thousands millions, knowledge vertical bar essential and deep, vertical bar not required, professional management, liquidity vertical bar low, vertical bar low, but slightly better than direct. Control vertical bar total over artworks, vertical bar little to none, fund managed, costs vertical bar maintenance, insurance, transport vertical bar management and performance fees, prestige vertical bar high, vertical bar low, financial focus. See the differences. One is for those at the top of the pyramid and the other is a step below, but still for a very specific audience. Which to choose? Now the $1,000,000 or $1,000,000,000 question, which one should you choose? And the answer, as always in investing, is it depends on your profile. If you've got spare capital, a huge appetite for risk, and plenty of time to study, buying art as a direct asset could be your playground. You are chasing not just financial returns, but also the status, passion for art, and the thrill of discovering the next big hit. You are willing to hold the asset for decades if needed and have the know-how to take control. For those with considerable capital but who prefer the security of professional management and want to spread the risk, art investment funds can be an interesting entry point. You don't want the headache of choosing each piece, nor worry about logistics, but you still want a slice of the pie. You understand the return may not be as explosive as a very successful direct purchase, but the risk is lower and diversification greater. And for most of us, who don't have millions to invest in art, what's left? The most valuable lesson: understanding where the rich put their money. Even though direct art investment or high-end art funds may be out of reach, the principle is the same: diversification, research, and long-term vision. If you are a conservative investor or just starting out, focus on the basics: government bonds, fixed income funds, savings certificates. For moderate profiles, start exploring multi-market funds and maybe some stocks. For aggressive ones, the sky's the limit with lots of research and risk management. Understanding how dumb art turns into gold for billionaires shows us that financial savvy goes beyond the obvious. It's not about what the artwork looks like, but what it represents in the market and how it fits into an investment strategy. So what did we learn today? That art, no matter how dumb it may seem to our eyes, can be a powerful investment in the right hands. That billionaires use art for both prestige and to diversify and grow their fortunes, whether through direct purchases or specialized funds. The main takeaway isn't for you to run out and buy a $1,000,000 painting tomorrow, but to expand your mind about the possibilities in the investment world. The rich don't get there by doing the basics. They explore new frontiers, understand specific markets, and take calculated risks. No matter your capital, the most important thing is to invest with awareness, with knowledge, and always aligned with your goals and risk profile. If this video opened your eyes to the secret world of billionaires and art, like it, subscribe for more content that helps you think outside the box, and share it with someone who needs to understand that money isn't just about working hard. It's about knowing where to invest. See you next time. And remember, your financial future is in your hands.